Next up on WTV, a recap of Shattered Dreams, the special board meeting with district and city leaders, and this week's edition of Real Talk. WTV's daily update starts now. Good morning, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Friday, March 23rd, and I'm Nitzan with another daily update brought to you by Wingspan TV. A mock drinking and driving accident is hoping to prevent the reality of shattered dreams. WTV's Wade Glover has the recap.
Students and staff were outside yesterday watching a simulated drunk driving accident unfold in front of the school. After watching a video of the simulated party scene, students and staff filtered outside to watch the crash scene. Actors were removed from cars and transported to hospitals, the morgue, or the jail. Senior CC Simo was the student who died at the scene.
It's just scary to think that people actually go through this, and just acting it out, when I was sitting there dead, it was kind of surreal, hearing the helicopter and the ambulance and stuff. And I don't know, just thinking about people actually have to go through this it just makes me think about more and more people really should drink and drive because the outcome is never really good.
Frisco Police Department Officer Michael Wasalski thinks the perspectives Shattered Dreams offer students and the community are beneficial.
Kind of gives a perspective from both sides. It gives you a perspective from the student side, and then you also get to see a perspective from law enforcement as well. Even the medical responders out there for care flight and everything else, how they respond. It's really interesting to see all that, even from my point of view, because we don't handle these fatality wrecks every day. There's something that we hope happens on very seldom occasions. It was an exact representation just about of what I would do on scene. I mean, we're going to respond out there. We're going to, check for signs of life on everybody, and we're going to try to make sure that everybody's okay. But we also have a job to do as far as taking care of the community and making sure that, we have to put somebody behind bars that made a mistake that night.
For firefighter Charlie Martz, the simulated accident can become a reality.
Anytime we get an opportunity like this to do some training, we treat it exactly like the real thing. You practice like you play like you practice. So we take it extremely serious. And the fact that we take it serious, we hope that it portrays over to the people watching to see exactly how serious the event is.
Shattered Dreams did not end outside. Every 15 minutes throughout the day, a student was pulled from their class by the Grim Reaper and placed in a body bag on a stretcher to become one of the living dead. These students represented the statistical number of students currently attending the school that will die due to a drinking and driving related accident.
I think it's super important, especially for the kids at Liberty, to be able to watch, because it really does teach a lesson and it shows what really can happen. Think before you drink, and especially never drink and drive.
The Shattered Dreams program wrapped up today with a memorial service during first period. Reporting for Wingspan TV, I'm Wade Glover.
On this week's edition of Real Talk, WTV's Zion Richardson hits the halls to ask students about shattered dreams.
This is WTV's Zion Richardson with this week's edition of Real Talk. Today we hit the halls to ask students about shattered dreams and how their perspective changed on drinking and driving. With prom coming up, how has your perspective changed on drinking and driving after seeing Shattered Dreams?
My perspective changed totally, because it makes me think what would happen if I was in a car or my friends was in the car and there was a drunk driver. I could be killed, my family's life could change. I don't even want to see my friend being hurt, let alone being killed by that or being seriously injured. So that it opens my eyes and my perspective just to see that could really happen to me or someone that I care about.
It helps you get an idea to be more careful, basically, in a way, to just not drink while driving.
Well, before I didn't really understand the effect that it had, but then after I kind of see that it can really mess people up and get people in serious injuries and stuff and even kill them.
What would you do if you were at a party and one of your friends was intoxicated and wanted to drive?
I would advise her not to drive and call her an Uber so she'd get home safely.
I'd drive the car for him, or I'd buy him an Uber.
That's it with this week's edition of Real Talk. This is WTV's Zion Richardson.
There was a special joint meeting with the city of Frisco last night. WTV's Isabella Santiago has the story.
Representatives of Frisco City Council joined the Frisco ISD Board of Trustees in a special meeting Thursday night at the CTE Center. The school district and the city are tightly knitted together, and annual meetings are meant to work together to benefit the community.
The city and the school district have a really close partnership, and we try to get together at least once a year and talk about issues that impact both the city and the school district, and talk about ways that we can work together in order to benefit the whole community.
Some community members without children in the district may not think there's a benefit to a strong school system, but Pickens explains how the success of the school district can ensure success for the city.
The impact of school districts on the economy and how when the economy grows, it benefits school districts, and then high-performing school districts like Frisco also benefit the economy by bringing in businesses and enticing people to move to the area. So a lot of the economic impact can be felt in the housing market in terms of rising home costs and also in terms of the number of jobs that we create by constructing new school buildings and things like that.
The small school system is something Frisco ISD says has a great impact on the city as a whole.
That people move here because of the model that we have for our high schools, which is great for the city because things that are good for the schools and attract people to come here, and so that's good for the city because it helps the city grow.
For WTV, I'm Isabella Santiago.
Baseball takes on Centennial tonight. Here's today's Sports Minute.
Both soccer teams faced off in their final district games yesterday, and baseball and softball played tonight. Baseball looks to bounce back from an 0-3 start to district play with ace pitcher Tim Winey on the mound as they face off against the Titans at Centennial. Softball, currently third in district, sitting at 3-2, will play the Raccoons, who are currently on a 12-game losing streak. The game will be at Liberty. The boys soccer team battled Heritage at the Nest last night. With a playoff spot out of reach and it being senior night, the team was looking to mix up the playoff race for other teams. With this mentality, they were able to beat the Coyotes 3-1 with 2 goals from junior Gavin Clark. Girls soccer played the Coyotes as well at Heritage. The Redhawks trailed 2-1 with 20 minutes left in the second half, and with a third-place finish in district on the line, freshman Zoe Jr. and Summer Knox came up big with 2 late goals to take the lead 3-2. The Coyotes would score within the last 3 minutes of the game, but with the Frisco loss, the tie was enough to clinch the third-place spot in district. The team will go against McKinney North in their first playoff game. This is Davis O'Brien reporting for Wingspan TV.
Tryouts will be held this evening for those interested in joining Red Rhythm next school year. WTV's Neha Paramala has the details.
Red Rhythm tryouts will take place this evening from 5 to 9 p.m. Preparation began Monday with prospective members learning and polishing a new jazz, military, and kick routine from Director Nicole Nodi and Assistant Director Marina Gonzalez.
The hardest thing for tryouts for me personally is just like getting the memory down because we have to learn like 3 dances in 3 days, but they're really good about teaching it in like a good time.
The team will be selected by a panel of guest judges after tryouts are complete, with new members able to purchase practice and performance wear from departing seniors the next day at senior sale from 7 to 8 p.m. I'm Neha Paramala reporting for Wingspan TV.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. WTV's Neha Paramala brings you today's announcements.
Softball plays Frisco at home tonight at 7. Baseball plays tonight at 7:30 against Centennial at Centennial. Track and fields compete in the Flower Mound Invitational at Flower Mound tomorrow. Tennis tryouts are March 27th at 4:15 at the tennis courts. UNICEF will be hosting a book drive until March 29th. All books will be donated to Dallas ISD and Better World Books. Drop books off in the rotunda.
That's it for today's Daily Update. This has been Roy Nitzan for Wingspan TV.